Hello, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So in today's video, we are going to be doing my February planner setup, and we're going to jump right into it with this chunky monkey. So this is my companion planner, and it is a TN cover that I got from Paperbound Creations with the clear jelly. And then I just put this piece of cardstock on the back of it to make the design pop, but that's basically it. And then in it, I have, this is my A5 7Cs cross-filled notebook from nanamipaper.com. And then in the middle right here is my 2024 Essential Weekly Planner in A5 by R. Estelle and Annie Plan. So that's going to stay the same. And I just have it in this jelly cover from LaurenPhelpsDesigns.com. So that one is cute. And then this is my A5 Hobonichi, which I am not using, but I am just keeping it in here so I can use this TN cover. But you know, one day I will get to it, but it's my 5-year A5 Hobonichi. So that's what I'm keeping in here. And this is just going to be my winter setup. And I'll probably switch this out come March if I find another cover that I like for the springtime. So I'm keeping an eye out for that. But that is going to be my companion planner. And then probably something that I will be switching up is my calculators. So this is a calculator that I carry. It's not up on the shop yet. I'm waiting for some things to come in so I could do a whole shop update, and then you guys can shop everything that I have so far. And then these covers, I am waiting for some discs to come in, so that way you guys can do like bundles if you want to with the covers. But they're not here yet, so unfortunately you won't get them in time for Valentine's Day. And then this one is more generic. The only thing that would give a nod to Valentine's Day is the number 14 on the calendar right here, but it's literally just probably that one right here. So otherwise, this one could be used for the month of February, I would say. So anyways, back to the calculator. I'll probably be using this one throughout the springtime as well, because it's pastel. It gives me those vibes. So this is probably something I'll start to switch out with my planner setups. But for right now, this is super cute. Oh my gosh, I love this calculator. So anyways, this is my second time recording this video just because like this is my planner that I have right now, the January setup, what I went into the new year with. And you can see she is thick. She is giving Happy Planner Disc a run for their money. And I was trying to take stuff out of here and then set up the planner, but what I'm actually going to do is just set up the planner with February inserts and everything that I need for February. And then off camera, I am going to write in the plans and everything like that, and then transfer what I need from out of here to in here. And all that is because like I already have stuff in here that's, you know, like products that are coming. I have like this jury duty notice that is in the front of this planner. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. In the first video, I had to be sure that I wasn't showing my address and blah, blah, blah. So I'm not trying to do that this setup. So I'm just going to set this planner off to the side and just set up the bones of my February setup with you guys, so I can show you more freely what the heck I'm doing. So with all that said, I have these two covers to pick from for my February lineup. I mean, of course I have more, but these are the two that I want to pick from. So at first I was going to do this cover, but I do leave this planner out for work because this planner, my discbound planner, is my catch-all. It has my personal life, my work life, it has social media, it has like everything in this one. So I like to leave this out on my desk while I'm at work. And while I love this cover, I don't want no smoke with HR. So the inside I love as well, but I love the inside of this cover the most. So I think I'm gonna do this cover inside out. And I do love this, but I'll be able to see this as my back cover, so you guys will see. So I have been doing a kind of a transformer planner as well to like create sections in my planner, just because all of my tabs from my budget planners are white. It got a little confusing in January which tab was for which month, because I'm also using the dividers from a sample budget planner that I have as my catch-all planner dividers. So like, even though I did personalize them by putting the different paper on the front, because as you can see on the back, it's just like the plain calendar. And then on the front, I just put my own little spin on the front, but it is truly just this divider from the budget planner. I'm just not using the inside calendars because I am using 1 month on 1 page calendars for my catch-all planner. And I'll show you that when I get to it, but this will be the start of it. Oh my gosh, so cute. So I'm going to keep this cover because I plan to use this to section my budget planners, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. But for right now, I have to take, not so much this one, but I need to take sections out of these 3 planners and put them in here so I can start the bones of my February planner setup. So this planner right here is just my archive. So anything that comes, you know, like old months that comes from my personal and work planner, I'll put in here. And then it houses all of the dividers that I need to set up, you know, future months. So that is that. I do need this March. So this is the 1 month on 1 page that I was telling you guys that I was doing for my personal and my work. So this side is personal, this side is work. So I can go ahead and actually take this out. Oh wait, no. Where's February? Where the heck is February? Oh, February is already in there, duh. Okay, because I already started to set up February. So we can go ahead. Okay. This is February, so for my personal planner. So let's go ahead. Stuff is going to be everywhere in this video, so just know I won't apologize for it because that is just, you know, part of planning. So this is my catch-all, and I did make a tweak from the January layout of my weekly layout. That didn't make no sense. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So for February, this is my weekly layout. The only thing that I changed is this section right here used to look like this, 5 spaces of this, where I would have 3 lines to a day. And then for February, I switched it over to just boxes, like empty boxes, so that I could write small, but naturally I have smaller handwriting. So I was finding that these 3 lines wasn't enough space if I had like a lot of appointments on one day. So I know that I can squeeze more in a box like this without the lines. So that's what I wanted to do. And that's why I emptied out the boxes and made it like this. But also I wanted to minimize this line right here because this is where I put the date header usually, and I will only put like the day of the week, where it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but I wouldn't put the date because up here I would have the day of the week as well as the date. So I felt like in January when I was setting it up, it was going to be repetitive to also have it, you know, for this section, because this section up here is for personal, and then this section over here is for work, and then this section over here is just like a free space. So I thought it would be repetitive to have the day and the date right here when it was up here, but that was not the case. Like I kept having to double guess what was the date when I had an appointment that was like the 19th. I would have to go and check my monthly calendar to make sure that the 19th was on a Wednesday or something like that. So I think the dates would be better for me, just especially for future planning. If I need to go ahead and pop something on my weekly, then I can go ahead and pop it on that exact date. So that is the major change that I made for my weekly layout for February, because this layout is still a test, and if I like it, then I'm going to go ahead and design the real version. So that is what I'm going to do there. But moving on, so right now this one is my family's budget planner. So we'll go ahead and pop that in. And for my family's budget planner, I am using the light drill down budget planner that I created. It is up in my shop right now if you're interested. So we'll go ahead and set that one to the side. And then this one that has no cover, because I need to actually take it out of my January setup. Okay. So I'm done with my January setup, so I can actually put this cover back on here. And this one is my Max drill down budget planner that I'm using for YouTube. So this is the budget planner that I'm using to budget paycheck to paycheck with you guys. So anybody that is on a journey to get 1 month ahead, you can see how I would do it. And I keep 2 months at a time in my planner. So January and February is already in here. So once I start to take this one apart, I'm going to take February out of here and put it in here so that it's February and March in here. And that's because my first paycheck of the year was January 12th. So my paycheck to paycheck budget runs from mid-month to mid-month. So it would be mid-month February to mid-month March, which is why I need this. And then this cover I am going to pop in right here because, as you guys can see, the tabs are white from my budget planner. So I popped in a planner cover just to separate the two, which was perfectly fine. And then that's why I said I was doing somewhat of a transformer planner to give me like sections between my white divider tabs. So it has been working pretty good, but I am still working on the functionality as far as like the tabs. But having extra planner covers in my planner is a-okay with me. So I don't do a full transformer planner because a full transformer planner would actually require both set of planner covers, so that you would put it in like this, okay, and then like when you close it, it will have this cover, and then when you open it up, it will have whatever, and then ideally you would flip it over like this, pick up the disc, and then now you have transformed your planner into another planner because now you have a completely separate disc. So I don't really need the transformer planner. That's not what I need. I just want the planner cover to provide me another way to divide my planner into sections. So I don't need like the full-blown transformer planner. I just need a more divided Franken planner. So that is what I'll need for my max drill down budget planner. So I can put this one on the floor, and then this one right here has my budget planner for my business. So this was a sample, and samples don't come with tab dividers, which is perfectly fine because I don't need them for my business planner because I plan to stick these tabs on the edge. I just haven't gotten around to that yet. So it's perfectly fine with me. So I'll throw this on the floor. Okay, so business budget planner. Okay, and we're gonna pop one of these on the edge. I swear it's not that hard to pull up. It's just that I had already pulled one up and I'm trying to just get that one. Okay. Why do I feel like there's a page missing? Hold on. Where's the other side of my calendar? Hold on a second. Oh, I know what happened. So this was my sample of my light version, which did come with dividers, but I am actually using them for my personal planner. So that's what happened to those. I was so confused. So anyways, these are the pages that I need to set up for February before I put everything together, but I'm not going to do that in this video because I don't want this video to be extra long. And it's actually good for me to have these two separate because that way I can just be referencing stuff in here that I need to update in here, and then it's easier for me to like write and stuff like that, especially because I do a lot of my planning on the couch now. So there is that. So that is my February setup in my planners, and then I need to switch over my pencil pouches. So this is what I'm switching over to, and then this is my January one. So this actually was a really good match, so get that out of the way. So I'm happy about that. So let's go ahead and set this up. So this pen pouch actually expands. It has like a little zipper to let it expand, but I'm going to zip that part up because nowadays I don't carry as many pens and markers and all the things. I just try to carry my essentials nowadays. So just to streamline planning overall. So here we go. And the main reason I was able to do that is because I did switch to multi-pens. So I do color code in my planner, but I didn't want to have to carry all of those colors and be like ruffling through my pen pouch at work when I'm trying to, you know, just pick a color and keep pushing. So, yes. So I have recently figured out why I carried backups, because it was just like, girl, you don't need no backup. Why are you carrying backup of your pens? That doesn't make any sense, because you have some at home, you have some at work. Like, what are we doing? But anyways, I carry this with me on the go. So whenever I'm on the go, I like to have an extra pen of any pen whose body is opaque. Like, I can't see if the ink is getting low, because I hate to be writing something and then in the middle of the conversation my pen runs out of ink. So that's why I like to carry an extra one of those. And then we're gonna put this one in here. I find that putting the pens in with the elastic band, if it has like a rubberized grip, it's kind of difficult. So I'm just gonna slide that in there via the pin clip. So I'm gonna take these, actually move this one over, so I can put this one right there. And then I do really like these pens. So the pens that I use are all Pilot pens. And this one is the Pilot Friction in 0.7. It's a erasable pen. And then this is the Pilot Friction multi-pen, where you can have up to 4 colors. And I use this one mainly for on the go for my small notebook that I use. So I'll do that. And then if this will go on here. And then these 3 are actual pens, and they're all the same. They are Pilot High-Tech C Coletto, and the body is like, you can have 5 different colors. So this one I use for my personal planner, and it has a blue for hubby, orange for me, turquoise kind of color for my son, purple for my oldest twin, and then pink for my youngest twin. So that is what I'm using when I'm setting up my personal planner. And then this one is the one I mainly use at work. It has black for tasks, a light blue for reminders, a red for deadlines, green for anything related to payroll or paydays, and then a dark blue for any meetings. So that's what I'll do there. And then I will use this one for work as well, where I'll use the purple to write down any like PTO time that I took. And then pink is for any irregular deadline. So anything that's quarterly, semi-annual, annual, things like that, I'll use pink. And then in both planners, I have this multi-pen that's not filled up. I'm thinking about putting a pencil in here, because this collection of pen, the High-Tech C Coletto, does come with a pencil and an eraser. So I am toying with the idea of getting those, because I did order them before, but the pencil little insert came broken. So I had to return it, and I've yet to reorder it. But I'm saving 2 slots for that. And then I would have 1 empty slot if I was to do that. But for right now, I have a dark blue in here that I don't really use. But you need 2 pen inserts in here so that when you click one down, you're able to get it back up. So that's the only reason why I have this dark blue in here. I don't really use it. And then this brown I actually use to mark holidays in both planners, my work and my personal planner. So that is what all of those are for. And then I just keep this erasable black pen for my budget planner primarily. So that is the color coding that I use and the main pens that I use. So here are the other essentials. I need to replace this plastic ruler with one that's metal, because I just throw around my pen pouches and things like that. So, oh my gosh. So you can see like this one is broken, and it's like the break is all the way up here, so it only got a little bit more before it actually completely breaks in two. So probably at that point I'll go ahead and get a metal ruler, but I don't know, I just haven't yet. I like to keep a Sharpie, a black Sharpie on me, just because I do have vellum sticky notes, and I know there are other pens that can write on vellum really well, but I don't like buying pens when I know that a Sharpie works on really anything and everything. So I like to keep a black one mostly for vellum notes and anything else that a pen does not work on. And then I just like to keep a red Sharpie for the same purpose. But, you know, if something is important, I want to write it in red. And then I do have this little pair of tweezers. I do want another pair that are a little bit bigger, but still travel size. But for right now, that is all I have. I have this ceramic pen cutter from Print Prussian that I got as a table gift when he was presenting at Go Out in Anaheim in whatever year what that was, 2020, 2021, one of those years. So this pencil I just keep in here because I like to use pencil as well in my Crossfield notebook because that is my creative notebook, and I generally like to use a pencil to like draw out ideas, and a pencil is way better to erase if I want to come back after a period of time and update an idea that I wrote down before. So you can still erase it with a friction pen, but if you've used a friction pen and then later went back to erase, you know that sometimes it leaves like a little residue behind, like an orange outline of your writing. Even though you can erase the black, it's like, I don't know, it's weird. And then for this mild liner in cool gray, I just put this one in here because my Tombow wouldn't fit in this one. But while I was using this in January, I actually fell in love with it. So this is like my second favorite gray color, whereas this takes the cake. This is my Tombow brush pen in the color N75. This is like my favorite all-purpose gray highlighter. And then I have multiple pens for no reason because I only need 2 of each. So 0.5s, these 0.5s are actual Muji pens and they write really well, even when low. So I only need 1. I don't know why I have 2. Okay, and then these 0.38s are a different story because they're not Muji, they are the Shuttle Art brand, and they were a lower price point. And I wanted to try them out to see if I would like the body, because the body is like pure plastic. It doesn't have like a rubber grip to make it easier to grip and write with for a long time. But this all plastic body is still easy to write with for a long time. So that's why I went ahead and got the Mujis in 0.5. But when these Shuttle Arts run out, and not even then, when they get this low, they start to skip. So I like to keep this one around just to show you guys that, yeah, if you want to try out the Shuttle Art brand, I would say just skip it and go for the Muji, because once it gets this low, it starts to skip and it starts to get on your nerves and you want to throw it away anyway, so you're not getting your full money's worth. So just skip the Shuttle Art brand and go with the actual Mujis. You won't be disappointed, but I typically keep 2 of these because when one gets low, I like to have a backup. But this one I just keep in there, and then let's see, I'll keep these 2 because these are the lowest. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then I think that's it for the middle. And I think I have one more pouch in the back. Nope, that was the front. All right, this is the back. And then all I have is whiteout and a little Starbucks gift card that I use as a washi cutter, which I don't really cut washi or use washi on the go nowadays. Because this is bulky and I don't want it to like bulge in front from my pens, I'm gonna throw it in the pouch right here. But this I am going to put in there. And then where did those little sticky notes go? My little transparent sticky, oh, they're back here. I actually wanted to put that up here. Normally I would put the ruler up here too, but I think that's how it got broken in the first place, is I would have it up here and then this would, you know, this is the cover, and then I would squish it all around and it eventually broke. So plastic should go back here, but when I get a metal one, it'll go up there. All right, so that is that pen pouch, nice and slim. I don't know, I've been into slim, just minimal essentials only type of planner supplies to carry with me. On my desk, I have like everything that I will want, I have on my desk, but like planner essentials are what come with me. And that's what I've been liking lately. But Yeah, so this is the setup for February, and I'm gonna go ahead and start writing stuff in and all that good stuff and transferring stuff out of here into here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little planner setup situation, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.